Here's Brody Brazil.
You know, you talk about the NHL and how it's changed over the years and over the decades. Some things are obvious, like rule changes, strategy changes, team and player changes. Those are inherent. But there's one thing that was passed along to me, and it's pretty crazy about how the NHL has changed in terms of scoring by strength over the years. I'm talking about the percentage of goals scored in regulation and overtime, but in a couple different categories. Even strength and on the power play. This is simple, right? There's only a couple ways to score: even strength, power play, or you get a shorty on the penalty kill. But I only want to focus here on even strength and the power play. So let's go to the 2005-2006 season. 61% of goals were scored 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 at even strength. 34% were scored in a man advantage situation on the power play. 5-on-4, 5-on-3, whatever, 34% on the power play. So you do the math, 61, 34, that's 95%. Were 5% of goals shorthanded that season? Interesting to think about, but that's not my point. Let's get back to the point. Digest this for a second. 61, 34. Okay. Do you know that distribution from last season in the NHL? Would you say that even strength goals have gone up? Or would you say they've gone down? Is the power play, it's a huge focus of the league these days. So even strength had to go down, right? Whoa! Even strength goals accounted for 78% total of the league's goals last year, obviously in regulation and in overtime. 78% of goals last year were at even strength. And the power play correspondingly went down 14%. So even strength went up 17%, power play went down 14%. Only 20% of goals were scored in the power play. So there's a lot to digest here, read into this. Maybe be more aggressive, even strength. If you take a penalty, it's not as big a deal. Have penalty kills gotten better? Is that what it is? Also, you do the math here, you add up 78 and 20, you get to 98%. Are now only 2% of NHL goals scored shorthanded? That might be. That actually, it feels accurate. But that's also a story. So I could probably bring 100 things up about this. I just think this stat is really interesting when you realize that the power play isn't what it used to be. Because that's actually not what I expected here when I looked at this stat. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section below.